Hey guys, this is Senua. Welcome to my saga.
Hey guys, this is Purgle1 bringing a review for Hellblade 2 Senua Saga for the PS5 Enhanced Edition. When Hellblade 2 launched on the Xbox last year, I took off work for a day and finished Hellblade 2 within that day. So before I begin, Hellblade 1 is in my top 10 gaming experiences of all time, so I love these games dearly. Also, important to remember this game is more of a piece of art, or when I call it an experience, it's just that, an experience. This isn't really a game that you're going to come home and chill out to play over and over again every night of the week. So Hellblade 2 Senua Saga is a direct sequel to Hellblade 1, warts and all. It still contains amazing writing, amazing animation, combat music, etc., but it contains some of the worst pacing and most monotonous gameplay that I've ever experienced in a game. Just when you think the game or the pacing of the game will pick up, the game will literally halt your progress and go, nope, now go stare at some rocks for the next 20 minutes till they line up correctly so you can open a door. Yes, I understand the significance of the puzzles, but they're horribly unfun. And even if they were fun, they're placed in the absolute worst times. And there's way too many of them too. I genuinely have a hard time putting into words how much I love this game outside of those horrendous sections. That's how much they detract from the experience. Otherwise, this is an incredible experience. Again, note the experience. Hellblade 2 is a wondrous title, but I'd be hard-pressed to say it's an amazing game. It's a great experience, just not an amazing game. So for $50, you get one of the most unique pieces of interactive media that exists. It lasts you about 5 to 8 hours, but it doesn't give you really any reason to return unless you just want to see the story play out in the same way again. It's unfortunate then this game suffers from the literal same exact criticisms of the first game that myself and many others had. There are moments of the game that are insanely awesome set pieces, but they're few and far between, and I want more, we need more. The best change the sequel brings, honestly, is Senua actually interacting with friendly characters. It really helps to bring some of the peace of mind to certain gameplay sections, or at least create the atmosphere that you're not entirely alone. Along with that, the combat is much improved, and Senua interacting or fighting alongside people she meets adds so much to the game. And knowing that she's able to make friends really warms the heart, and it provides a much needed breath of fresh air during this title. Combat-wise too, it's much improved from the first. It's much smoother, more responsive, and it's tighter. In Hellblade 1, combat really felt more like a minigame more than an actual system, and while that's kind of the same case here, thankfully Hellblade 2 puts a bigger focus on combat. You have standard heavy attacks, regular attacks, dodge, parries, and blocks. And yes, while the combat is still fairly basic, the experience is really elevated by the production surrounding the fight. The voices are yelling at you, the rain in Unreal Engine 5 is dripping off you, more people yell in the background. It's an awesome, rich experience. And finally, the finishing moves are just brutal. The facial expressions of both Senua and enemies are gruesomely realistic and really shows off what the tech is capable of. So, I would also argue that Hellblade 2 Senua Saga is factually the best looking game that exists right now. Maybe even on PC too. These are graphics. I mean, go look outside. Your real life graphics suck compared to this. And if for some reason you think that, you know, these graphics are just okay, just hop into photo mode. It is insane the level of detail into every single little action or shot that goes on in this game. Also, shout out to those levels that are set in the sun. Honestly, the graphics here are so good that I have a hard time writing about them. Again, pause the game at any moment during this fight that you're seeing, and you will see the looks of effort and anguish that are a result of whatever Senua was experiencing or what the person she's fighting is doing. And there's scarily realistic facial expressions, skin stretching, or just general realism. So I probably should have said this at the beginning, but I will gatekeep this game. If you don't plan to play this with headphones, don't play this game. You're doing the game a disservice, you're doing yourself a disservice, and you're insulting every person that was involved in creating this game. The 3D audio is such an integral part of this experience. The different voices in Senua's head are really brought to life in such horrifying, realistic, and such a rich way. The 3D audio really elevates the overall game design and just the audio experience to one that is not present in any other game that I've ever experienced or can think of. And you should engage with the audio design here You should engage with it as much as you would with regular gameplay. And the first few moments that you experience these voices, it's kind of jarring, but after a few minutes, you begin to recognize the different voices. Some are soothing and kind, while others are degrading and pessimistic, and it's an awesome, subtle touch that, if you don't really think about it, you'll probably miss it. So from Senua swimming past a pile of submerged bodies as she hears their dying screams, to seeds of doubt or encouragement planted in her head while she's fighting, the audio design here really is the best in the industry. So to wrap this up, I mean, we'll see you in 7 or 8 years when the next game, I guess, will release, but you know, from this review, you're probably thinking, wow, this guy really hates this game, or this sounds like a 5 out of 10, and yeah, I get you. But that sucks for you because my score is closer to an 8 out of 10. But seriously, next time, we really need a little less talk and a lot more action here. The Hellblade series is one that I want to give constant 10 out of 10 twos. It's such an incredibly unique experience that is such a leap forward for the storytelling and the medium of video games. However, there needs to be an intersection somewhere that maximizes the experience with entertaining gameplay. And fortunately, gameplay here feels like an afterthought in some of it. And even the parts where it does focus on gameplay, like some of the puzzles, it just really focuses on the wrong things. I really love these games like an illegitimate child, but I really need more gameplay for the 3rd iteration, or for at least to come out sooner than 10 years from now. Alright, again, I'm Pergo1 with LV1 Gaming. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. See ya.